All right, y'all, so let's talk about this. So, I'm sitting out here outside of Taco Bell in the parking lot. That number one is banging. All right, so anyway, I had a cool conversation. You know, I love when I come across people that we just have like a real cool conversation and there's lessons to be learned and we just kick it and have a good time. But like, it's a break from talking to like ignorant people, just because I don't debate and try to force anything on anybody. But like, I also don't accept nonsense, and I'll let a person know the flaws in what they say, because expectation is something that kills relationships. Let me say it again. Expectations is something that kills relationships. Let me give you an example of something. And I don't mean just man and woman. I mean even like your best friends. Because some people have expectations of you based on what they think you should do. Like example, I'll give you an example. A guy tells another guy, and this is not even hypothetical. Everything I tell y'all, if I'm ever doing a hypothetical, I'll just say hypothetically speaking, or whatever. This is shit that actually happens. I'm just, I'm giving you these examples. So, a guy tells another guy, look, man, we're not kids no more, man. We can't be running out here shooting folks and getting into beefs and all that, man. I got kids, bro. Right? Because a guy, yo, my nigga, what up? Yo, I got beef, my nigga. Yo, let's go. We got to roll on it. And he's like, yo, bro, come on, man. You got to, the fuck? Like, bro, I'm like, yo, come on, man. You my mans, yo. You supposed to be my mans, though. Now, he shoots that shit down. This dude, yo, this nigga fronting on me, my nigga. That's what my nigga, yo. This nigga talk about, I understand you got kids and all that, yeah, but fuck, nigga, like, come on, nigga. Nigga, you know how these streets is, money. Like, so in other words, fuck your kids, fuck your family, and the fact that you getting your life together. You're not out here in the streets doing dumb shit no more. So his expectations of him, of his friend, is that you supposed to fucking roll with me, regardless to whatever. You my man, you supposed to be there. Okay, small example. Well, actually, but you see what I'm saying, even in that, something where you might not make it back home because you either got killed or because you in jail. So, shit like that. Expectations. You meet the opposite sex, y'all start dating or whatever. Person can just have expectations of you without you even having a conversation. Like, let's just say, for example, right? And this is not a hypothetical. Let's say you make like $50,000 a year. Person meets you. They know. I don't care whatever you make. I'm just saying. But let's just say they know what you make a year. They know what you do for a living. Okay. They're not making no bones about it. Not at least in front of you. 3-4 years go by. 5 years, whatever. You still working at that same place. So whatever increases you get in terms of a raise is not like some huge increase. But then one day, this person is like, well, I thought by now you at least be making 6 figures. Like, how does this shit happen? How do you just tell yourself something? You come up with a thought and then say, because you thought of it, it's supposed to happen. Like, so is it you that I'm interested in, or what you can provide for me? I think we know the answer to that. So this is not enough anymore. You got to go get more. Not even, hey, no, you're doing you. I'm doing my part. We do this together. I'm here for you. I got your back. You got mine. Nah, nobody want to go through the struggle with you to get to whatever you're making. And whatever, and even at 50 grand you make it, you might have been making $19,000 a year. Hell, I remember when I went to go get my CDL license. I remember, and the thing was, where I worked at, we had an off season, right? So I'm like, when I went to this place for the loan, I said, look, I got the money. I don't even need a loan. The school sent me here probably more than just so I don't have to pay, right? Out of pocket, and that, they wanted you to career link. They wanted you to like, you got to go online and file for jobs. I'm like, apply for jobs. I'm like, ma'am, what are you not understanding? I'm like, they trying to get me to come to career day, and I'm like, what don't y'all get? What is the system set up here? I'm not asking you for favors. If I don't qualify for the loan, let me know. I'm not going through all, right? So basically, this dude calls me to the one day, asked me would I be able to come in on such and such day or whatever. So I go in, and I'm thinking like we gonna get the paperwork done and all. He's talking like everything is cool. I get there, he tell me I don't qualify for the student loan because and the course is $5,000, and he says because you have to make $15,000 a year or less, so you got to basically be poor. But basically, I said, man, listen, why'd you waste my time and have me come in here? You could have told me this over the damn phone. What? Because I'm not signing a damn thing. Like this was such a waste. I went back to the school. I said, listen, the money's not the problem. Can we get this program going so I can start, enroll, get this license? Just because I'm sick of all this running around. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry that happened. I said, yeah, well, sorry's not going to change it. Can we just get this thing going? Let's go. And I got it done. $15,000 a year. Now, imagine somebody who went from 15 to 25,000. Imagine from 25 to 30. Okay, so I don't care if you go up 5,000 or 10,000. From 15, you like, damn, I'm doing way better than I was, right? So my point is, you can be making whatever you're making, and you good. You got your own place, you got your own car, you got your own money, but then somebody comes along and what you have is not good enough for them. Even if momentarily they go along with it, they just get to the point they want more. They looking at your apartment, but they sitting there watching all these stupid videos, and they see people in mansions, and they got beachfront houses and all that, and why can't I have that? Now, somehow, you're responsible for providing that for them. Now, everything in your life was solid until this person came along. Hey. All right, so the conversation that we was having, okay, and that's a segue to get to what I'm about to say. The conversation we was having was why relationships don't work. And I'm listening to everything that these people are saying. We have some mixed ages over there, and we sat out here in the parking lot. And this is something that a lot of people don't get. Like, most people's minds are preoccupied, fantasizing and idolizing, idol worshiping celebrities. People want what they can't have so bad. Ladies, if you want a man that's rich, if you want a man that got a lot of money, you think he's going to be able to make that living and sit home with you every day? Nah. This is why the relationships don't work, because it's not about the person. It's about what you can provide for me, and it's about star power. They don't care. It's not so much the person, because you can be one of the ugliest people ever created. As long as you got money, the prettiest chick will ride you all night long until they get their way and everything happens. Why do you think celebrities break up all the time? Especially that celebrity that was on stage rapping and singing or whatever, and that groupie that was out there, and all of a sudden he starts dating that groupie. And what happens? He's only human. I'm bored now. I'm no longer satisfied with the relationship. You're always on the road. How do you think he make his money? Now all of a sudden I'm not supposed to rap no more because you're here. And what happens when you're not longer the hot guy and they're cheering for somebody else, and somebody else the same way? That lust is there. Why do you think all these women that break up with one rapper, who do they date? Are the rappers, actors, athletes? How many times have you heard about a rich woman married to a fucking accountant? Not that there's nothing wrong being an accountant, but I'm saying how that salary versus her. No, you know when they start to settle, when they'll accept 6 figures or less, when they fall off, they feel really insecure about themselves, and no man is paying them attention. Now they just tired of being alone. Fellas, they don't want you. They're not looking at you. You're not rich. Ladies, these dudes are rich. They have to go out and produce, and you know what? They travel. And you want to know what happens? They're looking for the groupies. A dude that can go from state to state, do shows, and take whatever fucking female he see. Damn, she fine as fuck. Hey, yo, see that chick right there? Bring her back to my dressing room. Yo, what? Yo, yeah. Do you think they're faithful to you? That's why you see all these power couples. You see all of these, oh, they so cute together. Yeah, and 3, 4, 5 years go by, they all over TV, they're beefing, they're not speaking, this happened, that happened, they're not together, they're back together, they got a baby, they break up. Like, I mean, it's the same thing. Now, let me tell y'all something. This is one of the reasons why I lost interest in a whole lot of things. It's because of people. Along with the fact that a lot of things we watch just, it's like there's no thrill there anymore. Like, I don't watch basketball. I used to watch basketball all the time, man. I hoop my ass off. All right, even still, I used to love watching basketball. Basketball has gotten to the point, football, all that. I just lost interest. Boxing has always been my first love with sports, man. MMA and all, and I really find myself not really interested like I used to be. I don't even watch basketball. People are like, yo, but you like the Spurs? I think, man, I don't care about the Spurs or whoever, man. I used to like, watching all that. I'm interested in that shit, man. I can't. I'm just not that type of dude sitting on the edge of my seat, jumping up, screaming and hollering. For what? I'm always screaming over another man. Like, nah. You're not my family. You're not my friends. I don't personally know you. So even if I want to see you win at something, I'm nice and comfortable in my seat chilling. I am not sitting up here losing my shit. One of the main things that turns me off is because it's this idol worship. You're better than me. I'm lucky to have seen you. On some real shit, I was watching reaction videos show you a lot about people. I was watching this reaction video. This chick was reacting to Michael Jackson. Now, Michael Jackson, to me, is the most talented singer, dancer, all-around performer I've ever seen. You'll probably never, ever see another Michael Jackson. But this chick said something, I was like, damn. Remember when Jada Smith said, me and Tupac got the kind of love you only get once in a lifetime? Like, damn. Remember how fucked up y'all thought that comment was? Because, damn, this woman never said that about Will. That's her husband. So this chick actually, the way she was staring at her phone or whatever she's watching, she was just, she's cheesing. Like, just imagine if your son or daughter's in a play or they doing something, they performing, you watching your son or daughter, that glow in your face. That's how she was looking at Michael Jackson, like. And she actually paused the video and said, this man is so, this guy, he is God's gift to the earth. We truly did not deserve Michael Jackson. I said, damn. I bet you never said that about your mom, your dad, the people that raised you, or what. This is what I'm talking about. Do you know how powerful that is? Because this shows you the mentality. So if you're dating somebody like that, we truly did not deserve Michael Jackson. That woman would tell her man, you're blessed. You're lucky to be able to have seen Michael Jackson. Like, you think that you can measure up to him in her mind? This man is dead and gone. But I'm saying the whole, just the sheer, oh my God, we truly did not deserve Michael Jackson. Man, let me tell you something, man. I don't see Michael Jackson. I don't see no Bruce Lee, Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Wayne Gretzky. I don't care. I don't see none of these people no different than I see any one of you. The people I was talking to tonight, we all got different talents. We all can do different things. But all this idol worship shit, no. You know what I watch a lot of? I watch One Fighting Championships. You know what I love about One Fighting Championships? Because these are fighters that go and fight. They highlight certain people and give them their flowers while they're still here, so to speak, whatever. But this is not this, oh my God. Oh, right. It's fighters that's going to fight. These fighters do things like Stamp Fairtex, for example. She comes out and dance. That's her thing, to entertain the fans. She does the little dances in between rounds and stuff and all of that. But nobody's idol worshiping these people. Nobody's making it like, oh, they're larger than life characters and you should be glad. You're lucky to see them. They're fighters that want to fight. And that's what I get into. All of this other, bullshit, man, trying to like make you feel like you're inferior to people and they possess like a gift. Like they're not human, they're more than human. You know what's crazy, right, is on another social media outlet, I dropped a video about the commercial, right? Remember the ad that you saw some years ago where people thought Bruce Lee was playing ping pong with nunchucks? You want to know what's sad about that? If you go in any video that you see, go if you haven't, just go do it. Pull up, type in the search of Bruce Lee playing ping pong with nunchucks and read every comment. Bruce Lee was unhuman. This guy was inhuman. Oh my, Bruce Lee was, man, this guy was out of this world. I've never seen nothing like, look at the skill. Do you know how talented you have to be? Oh my God, Bruce. Nobody could beat Bruce. Bruce is the greatest fighter of all time. Bruce was this, Bruce, right? Now, check this out. I read comments, and I've heard people say shit like, Michael Jai White's not a real fighter. He's an actor, and blah, 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 okay? Michael Jai White don't consider himself an actual fighter. He's a martial artist. It's a difference. But at least Michael Jai White actually spar with real fighters. See, whether you make it in the pro ranks or not, and everybody don't make that, they don't not make it because they're not good enough. Some people just, they have things that they can't commit. Different situations. But when you live your life as a fighter, when you train as a fighter, you put the same work in as a fighter. That's far more different than a so-called martial artist. And anybody who's been cracked in their ribs, cracked in their jaw, cracked in their nose, you know what it feels like to get hit. I don't care about the stories, the myth, the all that. I don't care about any of that. You don't have to explain when people can see what you can do. So my thing is, well, Bruce wasn't a real fighter either. Because Bruce, I don't care that, like I said, him fighting other martial artists, none of this shit was ever filmed. They claim Bruce had one boxing match. Now, this is not to take shots at Bruce. This is just reality. You don't want to give Michael Jai White the benefit of a doubt of being able to hold his own in the fight, but you want to say Bruce can, and you've never seen Bruce fight. Yeah, but I don't give a fuck what Jim Kelly said. I don't care what none of these motherfuckers said. There's a difference between a real fighter. Y'all ever seen the video of Bruce Lee hitting that punching bag? Now, if anybody else was hitting that punching bag and his name wasn't Bruce Lee, you motherfuckers would be like, what the fuck? Man, this dude gonna get knocked out. He don't know what he's doing. Bruce was hitting that. The people, oh my God, look how Bruce is moving that bag. Bruce is literally jumping up in the air, bringing punches from behind his back. I remember, and this is on my dead mama. I don't have to go through all this, but I remember, and this is why you can't find videos, because people are treacherous. Bruce Lee was being interviewed. Michael Jai White saw the same interview. Bruce Lee said, he was being interviewed, the guy asked him, could you beat Muhammad Ali in a fight? Bruce Lee said, Muhammad Ali would kill me in a real fight. I would have to bite, gouge the eye, hit him in the groin. That's what Bruce said. I would have to fight dirty. Too big, too fast, too strong. Fighting for survival and fighting as a sport is different. This is what Bruce said. Why can't you find that video? Same way you can't find Harold Sconia versus Deontay Wilder, because they don't want you to see that video. The same way that video disappeared of Wilder saying, well, I ain't had no legs when I was going to the ring because my outfit was 45 pounds in the long ring wall. And all of these lying-ass Wilder fans that chimed in, Champ never said that, you're lying, right? Okay, Bruce said, what the fuck do I gain? I don't care what you think. But I would rather know the truth and have the understanding of what the truth is and know the truth than to be comfortable believing a lie. So, when all of that was said, I said, you know what? Let me do this. And this is why I made the video. I remember when I first saw that video. First of all, a couple things. One, Nokia had a phone. I got the information. You can all pull it up. Bruce Lee Nokia phone. It was a Bruce Lee edition phone, a limited edition phone for Nokia. And Bruce Lee, they had his picture, of course, as a screensaver, as a screensaver. They had like a little pair of nunchuck, a keychain, like with nunchucks made to him, about that big, right? And it was a limited edition for Nokia. I forgot, it was an N60 or N60 something, N69, whatever the hell, but some Nokia phone. And I remember that. So that's what the promotion was about. Now, the biggest thing is, they said all this about Bruce Lee and how this guy is so talented, this guy's not human. It's not even Bruce Lee in the video. That guy with the nunchucks isn't Bruce Lee at all. At all. So, they had that guy and another skilled guy, skilled with the nunchucks, right? And he's doing all these movements as if. Now, Bruce Lee died in 1973. And you mean to tell me it took from then to the 2000s for a video of Bruce Lee doing that to finally surface? The ball, the ping pong ball, was added to the video later because they had to do it to make the ping pong ball match all the strikes. And these fools really thought that this was Bruce Lee. You know why I never believed it more than anything else? Because I got common sense. There's nobody that skilled. And this is why when I tell you, people really believe Bruce Lee was really not human. They say it all the time. They really think he got superpowers. It's not even Bruce Lee in the video. But you're using that as a selling point to argue that he was better than Michael Jai White and he would have beat this person. And it's not even Bruce Lee. And what does him playing ping pong with a pair of nunchucks have to do with getting punched in the fucking face? Do you even know that Bruce can take a punch? It doesn't matter. He's so fast, you couldn't hit him. Based on what? Give me one real fight. Don't tell me nothing about no story you heard. Give me one real Bruce Lee fight. So, my point. It goes for Michael Jai White and anybody else. Benny Akita, everybody. Chuck Norris, who was a real fighter, but we're going to say Bruce could do something we never seen him do. And we're comparing him to actual fighters. I don't care nothing about people. Bruce Lee, a lot of guys could hurt you, stun you. Bruce Lee could kill you. Yeah, a 132-pound man just had the power of the gods, but somehow nobody else can kill anybody. Well, let's check the records. Okay? Ray Boom Boom Mancini killed somebody in the ring. You know, Sugar Ray Robinson killed somebody. Several fighters have died in the ring. So what the fuck does that even mean? As if, you know, but you robots, you're so programmed that you don't use any common sense. You idol worship these people. People were saying things like, damn, Aries, you crushed my dreams, man. Yo, damn, man. I said, well, that's sad that you're a grown-ass man and you crushed because the truth was revealed. That's a you problem, not mine. No, I'm just saying, man, you're right, but damn, I thought that was brutal. I know you did. This is my whole point. Y'all go around spewing lies. And for the fact that you thought that you don't even have common sense to know that that's... Bro, stop it. That's impossible. Nobody's that skilled. I don't care who. Nobody. I'm nice with the nunchucks. So I know. That shit's... Trust me. But you believed it. And you're saying, I ain't never seen Michael Jai White do that. You ain't never seen Bruce Lee do it either. But you thought you saw Bruce Lee doing it. And it was an ad. That's what selling points are for. Show you something to get you hooked. The fuck do I want a fucking from a grown-ass man wanting a phone with a picture of another man's face on it? Yeah, look at my Bruce Lee phone, y'all. So my point with all of that, it was really simple. They wanted to believe that that was really Bruce Lee. So they got upset with people who was saying that they don't believe it. Man, like 90-something% of the people saw that stupid video thought that it was really Bruce Lee. The man that was in the video wasn't Bruce Lee, and he wasn't hitting the ping pong ball. Like I said, the ping pong ball was added later to that video. And all that information is accessible. The problem with people is they don't want to know the truth. And that's the problem that I have with so many people. So now, going to the dating scene, right? This is what happens. if you're dating someone that has that same idol worshiping type mentality, it's going to turn you off. Like, for example, I had a conversation before where a guy was saying that he don't have a problem with a threesome, right? Like he was saying, like, yo, because I can deliver best of both worlds. Like, he's like, yo, like my wife, yo, damn, her friend, yo, this and this and this and that. So I looked at him, I said, you gay? He like, fuck no, nah, Aries, why you say that? I said, so you are okay with your wife wanting to share herself and you with her friend? So, oh, nah, ain't gonna be paying me nothing like that, hell nah. I said, okay. So what happens when she decides she want to bring a man into the relationship? Now, you just said you care about her feelings, right? And you know if that's something she want to do, if it makes her happy. So what happens if she want? Then he got quiet for a second. I said, yeah. I said, and the fact that your so-called significant other is willing to share herself and you with somebody else, what's special about you? What if she share herself with somebody else and start having a stronger attraction and stronger feelings for that person than you? Then what? I said, you ready to compromise? Talk about you living the best of both worlds. Because see, you thinking about what you want. So it sounds to me like your wife is no more special to you than you are to her. And basically, whenever somebody starts talking about adding somebody to the relationship, it's simply because they want to spice things up. They're bored with your ass. They need more than just you. He told me himself that he said he was in the car. They were driving home. And said she was sitting there with this big smile on her face, like something good happened. But he's like, what's up? She's like, what? Like, you smiling, like, are you happy to see me? She's like, well, of course I'm happy to see you. He's like, but why are you smiling? Is it because of that? She said, well, yeah, I'm happy to see you. He said, so why are you smiling? She's like, okay, so, all right, so you know my friend such and such or whatever. He's like, yeah. She's like, all right, so we was at work today, and, you know, we was playing Truth or Dare, and then I was dared to kiss her. So we kissed, and it's like, I mean, she really can kiss. Like, I got wet and got that tingle down there, and I'm like, damn, am I supposed to like this? And it went from that to where, like, when we went in the bathroom, we really started, like, kissing more, because they were like, nah, we want tongue. And, I mean, it's just a game. But I ain't gonna lie, it was sexy. That's how she came out and told him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what she was smiling about. It wasn't his ass, it was her. Now, I don't know what happened after that, and I don't care to know. But him telling me that story, this is what I'm saying, that mindset is not just you. And the fact that we are in an era of time where people really think that they should be able to walk up to you and tell you they want to have sex with somebody else. And if you really love me and value my feelings, you do whatever it is that I want to do. That's BS. That is crap. You take religious people, for example. If somebody was a Christian, and let's say you married a Muslim, and one of y'all is saying, for this relationship to work, you have to leave your religion and follow mine, it'll be a problem. You know, it would be a big problem. People would be saying, like, you know, well, first of all, I have the right to my religious beliefs. Why, what does that matter what I believe in, right? Because for the most part, a lot of relationships won't happen simply because religious people are taught that you shouldn't date a person that doesn't, you know, share your beliefs. And actually, like, if you're a Seventh-day Adventist, yeah, you can't date a Pentecostal. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that type of nonsense. So it's that same, I have the right to this and that. It's funny how when it comes to somebody wanting to bring somebody else in your bedroom, now all of a sudden, if you really love me, you honor that. Nah. Again, that's for people that's not married. That's for people who just living wild, just want to do whatever they want to do. And guess what? If I never see either one of y'all again, it is what it is. You know, hey, we have fun times, but nah. Why would I want to settle down with somebody that came to me when they had me, telling me that, hey, I want to have sex with you and my best friend, or you and your best friend? Nah, not happening. You know, because if that's the case, that's all we're going to be. I can't trust you. I don't want to. It basically is a turnoff. Because for one, I didn't see you as just a screwing buddy. But since you obviously do, what do we have left to do other than just that? Yeah, but they were honest about it. Yeah, and I'm being honest about it. That's a turnoff. That's not something that I would be into. Not you can't not. You're my woman, but I'm sitting here watching another woman sit on your face or vice versa. You moaning and shaking and trembling because another woman is doing some shit to you. And I damn sure ain't gonna sit there and have no other man in the room with it. So, you understand what I'm saying? It's one of these things where, like, people, like, even hear what I'm saying. They'll say, that's true. But they still expect the opposite to happen. So, what is it to look forward to? I don't feel like I don't hear anybody sound confident that they are gonna find somebody that's just gonna be like, it's just gonna work well. I don't have any particular like requests about a physical time. I mean, I would at least want you to take care of your body, your hygiene, keep your mind right, do something, exercise. I don't want no fucking lazy, out of shape couch potato motherfucker that's just sitting up letting themselves go. No, I don't want that. And then I don't want a motherfucker that want to share me. It's as simple as that. So this is why when you hear the term, I got a situation, right? Well, yeah, that's the thing. You're in a bad relationship, and then people go outside the relationship for certain things, and usually it's just sex, because they don't really want to settle down. They don't want to have to go through all this again, and they feel like, you know what, we're going to suck, fuck, do all of that, and eventually it's going to end up being just like the last one, and the relationship ain't going to go anywhere. And for that reason alone, why push for one? Because we all know that when it comes to relationships, they take work, and people walk around in la-la land. And like for me, to see like these reaction videos and just the way they talk about people, like always calling somebody inhuman, somebody insane, they're from another stratosphere, all this, it's like, God damn. Well, if this man was alive, like how do you think people react to somebody that's accessible and still young enough to screw, or they're attracted to that person enough that they probably like in front of your face, you're like, oh babe, take the car, yeah, Michael Jackson's gonna drive me home, and don't wait up for me, where, I'll don't call, I'll call you when I get home so you can open the door for me. They probably, they have no regard for you. And I'm like, okay, I understand the reaction videos. My idea of a reaction video would be different. That's just me. I wouldn't be idol worshiping. I wouldn't be, oh my God. No, I just give you my thoughts on the song, what I liked about the song or whatever, if I just think it's a good whatever. But that's about it. I'm not sitting, oh my God, oh my God, we truly did not deserve Michael Jackson. And I'm just like, wow. Now, here's the deal. I have never heard these straight women say that same thing about another female artist. I have not heard. You understand what I'm saying? It's one of these things. It got to the point now, man, where really dudes have become so feminine that I don't know if it's they feel more comfortable because they can be feminine around their woman, or if it's just they're doing it to try to satisfy the woman because maybe the woman isn't into masculinity. Because I swear, man, I think it was Marvin Gaye was singing, or Marvin Gaye song or something, or somebody. It was, I forgot who it was, but they were singing, and it was a couple sitting there doing a reaction video, and the guy was, oh, that's sexy. Oh, the way he hit that note, and I'm like, bro, I had to turn from that shit. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like, seriously, he, closing his eyes and balling up, like, God damn. A man's voice did that, and you actually said that's sexy. Like, bro, seriously? So check this out. I don't like being around people that's, they sit there and talk like somebody is just so inhuman and like this person is just way up here and you're way down here. I've met several celebrities. I know a couple of celebrities. I don't want to take pictures with these motherfuckers. Like, if it's like we cool and we just chilling, if they ask yo, let's take a picture of something. Maybe whatever, but I ain't, yo, let's take a picture. Yo, can I have your autograph? I don't want no fucking autograph from you. I done seen people, man, standing in the background just wanting the camera to see, hey, I was at the show. Look, he's up on stage and I'm here. Hey, look, me and Mary J. Blige was in the same room. Hey, okay, and? But that's what people do. And that's why the relationships can't work. I mean, when you went to work, husband or wife, do you run home and jump up in your man's arms? Oh my God, I couldn't wait to see you. Do you stand up there and as soon as your woman come in, you give her that embrace and y'all just standing and slob each other down and all the way up to the bathtub and strip and get in the tub and bathe and get dirty again and bathe some more and get dirty again and bathe some more, drive, go in the bedroom and get dirty some more, back to the shower? No. But y'all sit there talking about these goddamn celebrities like these celebrities are anything other than human. Here's the crazy thing, right? I'm not judging if you beat the case because, hey, look, Michael Jackson, for example, I thought, honestly, I'm not there to know what actually happened. But listening to the so-called evidence, listening to what people were saying, it sounded like BS to me. It sounded like they was trying to set Michael Jackson up and that they were saying things that seems believable because of his character. After Michael Jackson died and the families of these people came clean that they lied and told the kids to say what they said, all the people that said all these nasty, rotten things about Michael Jackson, how many of those people apologized to Michael Jackson's family? The same way you made it public to say what you had to say about Michael Jackson in a derogatory manner, why didn't y'all apologize the same way? Because you were all wrong. O.J. Simpson went to jail, and now that he's dead, you got so many officers and different people going, there's no way, no. O.J. definitely did not do it. He did not kill Nicole, his ex-wife. But no, when he was alive, O.J. was the most hated man in America. Only because it was a white woman that was dead. And then white America thought she was dead at the hands of a black man. If it had been a black woman, they wouldn't have gave a damn nearly as much. We all know that. But case in point, Michael Jackson went through the ringer. How many times has Janet Jackson been married? 4 or 5 times, 6 times, whatever. All these different people. So my point is, you can see them and fantasize all you want. They're human beings. And they have ups and downs and trials and tribulations just like you. Only difference is they got a lot more money. More riches, more property and material shit. That's it. As people, as human beings, they get targeted. Smokey Robinson, who's 84 years old now, beat his case. Notice how they go from one celebrity to the next, to the next, to the next. And most of these cases is always something that happened 30, 40 fucking years ago. Not something that just happened recent, but something way back. And it's like, wow, trying to get Smokey. But it didn't work. But the fact that he had to go through all of this, running back and forth, getting lawyers and all that, and people, now because Smokey's a lot older, the younger generation don't really give a damn. So they're not talking about his situation, but he beat that case. Who the hell you think want to be 80-something years old going back and forth to a courtroom for something? And the thing is, it's always, let's wait until we're, 2-3 decades go by. Now all of a sudden, I was so traumatized by what happened, or whether it actually happened or not. Well, the courts threw that shit out. So case in point, no matter how young you are, how old you are, you can go through things, you're gonna go through things, and people better understand the reality of life is nothing's guaranteed to us. So when you walk around fantasizing, like when you hear the words of a song, right? And let's just say, for example, the words of that song, this guy is talking about how much he loves you, how he'll do anything for you. He'll never let you go. He'd rather be dead than to be alive without you. Oh, that is so sweet. I love this song. This dude could be the biggest dog in the world. This dude might not even wrote that song himself. And regardless, what does that have to do with you? with all the fantasizing. So like when you hear people like I used to hear this, I still hear it at work. People say shit like, "Oh, that's my work husband," or "Oh, that's my TV husband." That's all that goofy shit. Like, really? Check this out, right? I remember this chick was like, "I ain't gonna lie, y'all might think I'm crazy, but Faizon Love, I like me a big chocolate fat man. I like that big fat body and all that, right?" And she was saying all like, "If I met Big Worm, shit, all that." I remember this chick saying that. Now, I bring that up to say, yeah, Faizon was just in court and actually said that he's been homeless living in his car. So you think this chick want to move into his car with him? I guarantee you, if she know that about Faizon, she wouldn't be willing to do that shit for, oh, well, you know what was she, oh, you can come live with me? Or, nah. I guess he spent that $200 that Smokey owed him. But you understand what I'm saying? Everything that's said about these celebrities and how they, people bow down to them, y'all better pay attention, man, to what's like, even like, just say for example, right? When I see the way people dress now, I always say I seen a girl today. This girl had to be a teenager. This was no grown one. I'm talking maybe 13, 14. Her little ass was hanging out of her shorts, and I'm like, you got sexual predators out here. And honestly, I'm being real with you. That's just disrespectful. That's trashy. And you as a parent, it's cool with your daughter walking with her ass cheeks out. You got grown ass men that'll be over here videotaping or trying to, you know what I'm saying? Oh, get your license plate, yo. They track you. They watch you. They watch you. Yeah, if I see that girl again, I'm just saying real shit. So yeah, I'm cool with my tits and my ass being out. My parents don't say nothing. Dudes walking down the street with a chick, her ass out. Dudes start, "Hey, yo, how you doing? Look, I talk to you." I'm with my man. I see that, but like I'm saying, I have another option. No disrespect, but I'm just saying, no disrespect to you, homie. I'm just saying, no, another option. Like if you feel some type of way, like, you know what I'm saying? Come get the like what you think the dude gonna do? But in this generation, you run up on, there's so many little soft dudes out there, man, that probably won't do nothing. But you run up on the right person with that, it's gonna be a problem. And in fact, this is my thing. When you dress like that, you attract the wrong attention. So all that, I should be able to wear what I want, okay, but you're not considering the person that you with. And I feel like you do that because you like attention. And you know what? That's what they do. They take motherfuckers' numbers, or let me get your Instagram, and they keep in touch. They have you on standby in case I get in a problem with my man. Then, okay, I hit you up because I'm mad at this motherfucker. What's that song Dr. Dre made? He be like, "You mad at your boyfriend?" Ain't some shit. Like he's breaking it down how, yeah, you mad at your boyfriend, now you want to fuck, you understand? Like that's it, I can't remember the name of that song. I just want to fuck you, I think, something like that. I know they be saying that shit in the hook. But yeah, and I just remember when I was listening to that song, and I'm just like, you know what? It's so crazy because when that song came out, so many people I was talking to was going through that type of shit, man. It doesn't stop, and it's always an option. And even if you watch the movies are designed with that. There's always a chick that, look, I am married, I have a man, but are you married happily? Then she's standing there looking like, damn, how did he know it? Well, all I'm saying, no disrespect, I get it, I respect your relationship, but just take my number. If you ever want to go out to lunch, brunch, dinner, anything, and just talk and get to know each other, we could at least be friends. Nothing wrong with that, right? And then, well, that's true. And then next thing you know, they exchange a number. This is the mentality. Now, you got this friend this guy you just met. I don't know how you can call him a friend yet, but you got this guy you just met that you only call him when your husband is not around. Right? Now, all of this shit, and here's the crazy part is when he's in a relationship. So why did he approach you? So now y'all both got to hide what y'all got going on, right? Can't be in the same car because you get in a car accident. Why was this chick in the car? Who is she? Who is he, right? Now y'all got some explaining to do. So all these different things, right? It's always the same thing. Then they get into a accident, like they get into an argument or something. Now the chick start thinking about the guy she just met. Next thing you know, she calls him. Now they want to hook up and meet. And it's always this shit. And I swear in real life, I've seen this shit happen so many times. He reached across the table, touched her hand. You know, the problem is your man, he doesn't know what he have in you. When I look at you, I see a beautiful queen. Flaws and all, I would love you just the way you are. I wouldn't change a thing about you. The only thing I would change about you is making you my woman, if you have me. And your man obviously don't cherish what he have. You are a beautiful queen. And if I was in your life, I'd worship the grounds you walk on. And she's sitting there, oh my God, oh, that was so beautiful. Like, you stupid fuck, grow up. Now all of a sudden, y'all done sucked, fucked, did whatever. And, you know, let's go to your house and this and this. Then all of a sudden, well, I gotta tell you something. I'm married. What? Now it's one of those. In real life, this is what I'm saying. So we talking about art imitating life. Tell me, y'all, how can you be in a productive, loving, nurturing relationship when your minds are on your ex-boyfriends and girlfriends, you fantasizing about celebrities, you fantasizing about living a certain lifestyle, you have these expectations that a person is going to do this one day or should do this or should be in a position to do that, and regardless, like everything, now you start building strikes against each other, or one building strikes against the other just so they can try to make themselves feel good about cheating on you, and all the excuses that's made if and when they get caught. But this is why relationships can't work. This is why, like, I can't support a lot of shit, man. Every time it's like videos pop up in your feed, man. Everything is a debate. Who's the greatest at something, right? And who's all of this, like, back and forth. I watch reaction videos for the reaction to see the way people think. And I mean, when you are watching a comedy and you're laughing, okay, cool. You're watching a movie, people are trying to over-rationalize. It's a fucking movie. It's not real. It's a movie. That's all it is. But they're trying to rationalize everything, and they're talking and they're making it as if it's real life. They cry when certain things happen. Like, I can't, man, it's amazing, because I think out of every video I've seen where people react to Apollo Creed, for example, getting killed by Ivan Drago, I think I only seen 2 people didn't cry. Everybody, are you fucking kidding me? Like, bitch, he didn't really die. What the? Get it together. It's just a fucking movie. That might sound normal to y'all, but that shit is not normal. If you can get into your feelings and cry because of fiction, do you understand? You're a problem, because you're one of these people that's always going to think everybody around you is insensitive because you're crying. I can remember when, what's the Lion King? What's the one that died? What's his name? Simba or whatever? In the movie, and the son was like trying to wake him up, and he went and laid, and people was, and I'm sitting up here like, all right, man, you know what? This ain't cool, man. This, like, it's not cool. I remember I was in the movies with a chick one time. It was like me, her friend, my homeboy. What was that movie? Was it called Brothers? Whatever the movie was. I know it was like 4 dudes that was real close or something. And there was a situation in there where somebody was cheating on somebody, right? And, like, you know, his homie was covering up for him. I remember I turned to my left to ask, did she want something else to drink or eat? Was she okay? And she said this with this angry look on, looking at me like I did something to her. And I linked over to her and said, listen here, if these movies got you acting foolish, we can leave right now. Or I can leave. Because I'm not going to sit up here and have you balling your face up acting stupid with me over no movie. You better, like, seriously. And then I'm just saying, it's just, you men. And at that point, I said, you know what? She's like, well, no, where you going? I'm sorry. Because I'm like, yo, look, seriously, I ain't got time for the bullshit. And I'm not going to sit up here and cater to that stupid shit. Now, what am I supposed to do? Baby, I'm not like that. Look at me. I love you. I would never do. What the fuck am I defending myself about something you just watched in a fucking movie? So if I see a movie and a chick whoring around, I'm gonna sit there and cross my arms and stare at you like, yeah, you women. Cause I just seen something in a fucking movie. This is what I'm telling you. Psychologically, these people are fucked up. Y'all better be real careful with who you choose as a partner out here. Cause I'm gonna tell you, man, there's not much to choose from. And let me put it like this, ladies. For all the women out there that's like, I just want a man for who he is. Like, I saw a post the other day, I think it might have been yesterday. It says something to the effect of, there's people that want you for what you have, right? But it said, focus on the people that want you for you. The problem is, it's like a fucking pool full of bad people, and the few of you are like little seeds just sprinkled around. It's hard to see you. It's really hard. So these are the women that will tell you, I can't find a good man to save my life, simply because they're worried and they're scared because of these no good women. And when I say good man, I'm not talking about your salary, how big your house is. This woman said, I don't listen. If we have a 1-bedroom apartment, fine. We got 1 car, fine. She said, and I'm not gonna later on go, well, we still this and that. She was like, now of course if we had kids, we need a bigger place. This is why you don't just go making babies. She said, but at the same time, she said, it's like, it's sad. She said, because I don't care how nice a conversation I'm having, the second I start to say, so like, you from around here and stuff, they like, yeah, let me get up out of here. Like, they don't want to really get to know me. He said, a guy said to me, you are so pretty, don't get me wrong, you're fine. I ain't got time for the bullshit. She said, and then I don't want to be in a relationship where I'm constantly fighting an uphill battle because a guy's really scared that I'm going to do something wrong. She said, but at the same time, I understand it. You know, and so, fellas, the same thing for y'all, man. I mean, y'all sit up here and you know, y'all trying to chase these women. It's not worth chasing anybody. If they want to run, don't chase them. Let them run. It's not worth it. Worst thing that happens too out of all of that is y'all do all this chasing and trying to convince each other that I'm the one for you, you're the one for me. Nothing happens the way it's supposed to. You end up getting a baby out the deal, and the baby end up suffering because you don't have too many families anymore. Now everything is just baby mama, baby daddy. Daddy live here, mama live over there. The kid grows up not knowing how to respect women. The women grow up not knowing how to respect men. They don't respect themselves, and everything is just beef. Because I mean, I seen females talking on a video the other day. This guy's interviewing females, and basically what in the video, I remember the guy was saying, why should black men only date black women, right? See, this is part of what I'm saying. The only people that you ever hear talk are the most ignorant people. Because, motherfucker, I'm that bitch. And like, we black, we loud, we abrasive, we aggressive. So if a real nigga understand, because I don't fucking know fake ass bitch ass nigga. A real nigga gonna know I'm that bitch. If that nigga don't know, fuck that nigga. And I'm like, see, who want this little loud mouth man? Who is looking at this going, oh, that's my type of girl? Somebody I know I'm gonna argue with all the time, starting shit all the time, always think I'm doing something when I'm not. Who the fuck looks forward to that? Because pretty much that's what you're gonna get with this little loudmouth female. One of the biggest turnoffs to me is a woman calling herself a bitch. A friend, yo bitch, yeah bitch, hey, nah. I don't want that motherfucker every time I see you. Look, let me tell you something. You ask any man, when you see a female half naked, she twerking all the time, she walking through the mall with her booty cheeks hanging out. You ever see like when women wear like tights that you could you could see through them and you could see a thong up in her ass crack? You know that's on purpose, right? Because they want you to use your imagination. Yeah, that's a selling point for them, right? Men will tell you, you know why I don't care? It ain't my woman. Yeah, so they can go like all your pictures, all your videos. You ain't our women. So, yeah, cool. Go ahead. Keep shaking it. Give us something to look at. We don't want you. And this is what these motherfuckers don't understand. They don't understand that. You're not desired as a wife. You are, hey, I hit it and quit it. Y'all don't get it. I should be able to dress. Okay, well, who are you dressing for? So you like your tits and ass showing for yourself? Who are you showing it to? And this is what you get. All of this fucking trying to be like these women on TV, trying to dress like your favorite celeb and all that. And, you know, when I see that, it's just like, you complain. Like, you go to the gyms like that. Then y'all got cameras talking about this creep behind me looking at me, and I know he ain't never seen a bitch with a body like me and all that, but that's creepy. I don't know, like, but you walking around with your ass out. They do this on purpose, right? This is why. You notice something, and this is one thing I notice about females. Females will have their eyes on you, right? When you don't pay them no mind, they get pissed. This motherfucker think he all that, right? But then, when men are paying attention to them, they're creeps. They're stalking me. And they're sitting up here making their little videos and then go post this shit, trying to make people look like, you know what I'm saying? Like this. Now, which one of you dumbass motherfuckers see women like that? And somehow you think that's for you? Nah. Y'all need to know what you're getting yourselves into. Ladies, when y'all think that these men care about you because you walking with your ass hanging out, that dude is just gonna keep fucking you and going through the motions because he's getting the ass. And if you know how to cook, okay, that's a plus. Because most of these women don't know how to cook for shit. They don't clean up the house. They don't do nothing. You clean the house, they dirty the fucking house up. They too busy running around doing a bunch of nothing. Don't nobody want that shit. Who the fuck want to sit home? You at work or wherever you at, your woman home showing her titties and ass and twerking, and then you talking about, oh, don't DM me, this and that, or I'm happily married. Really? So who you doing all this for? What's the purpose? I'm making money off my channel by showing you titties and ass and the soles of my feet and pretending I'm jerking you off with my putting lotion on. You ever see that shit? It's like all these things you do, doing little seductive shit. That now, all it takes is for you and your man to not get along. You gonna start responding to them DMs. This is exactly why. Even like with the guys, man. Like when dudes be on these what you call, like this one dude, he makes me laugh because he got on his channel. He's always shirtless, right? His videos be popping up and shit. This is on TikTok, and he's like, this is what this motherfucker said. One day he did a video. He was like, "Oh, yo, ladies, I know," got his little beanie on his sheet. Like, I know that you ladies, you know, y'all looking for a good man. But now when you say good man, what are you talking about? Cause see, Allah teaches us, blah, 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 right? But he be making his chest jump and I be sitting there cracking up like, bro, he's trying to get attention. But what he's trying to do, right? Now mind you, the whole time he's talking, he's telling you how a woman should be covered up. Her body shouldn't be showing, not even her feet. Her face should be, all that, right? Meanwhile, he's there bare-chested. You understand what I'm saying? So, what woman is going to settle down with him, knowing what he see, how he view things, and all of a sudden you think that somehow he's going to be okay with you showing your shit? No, he wants you as his woman to be all covered up and everything. So you know, unless you dress like that, okay, now his personality, him as a person, that whatever you like about him and you feel like he's that guy you want to get to know, okay, cool. But at the end of the day, he's already telling you that. So yeah, he might be one of them dudes that's hitting the like button on your pictures and on your videos because you showing that big juicy ass, them titties and all that. And I mean, like, you ever see these videos where a chick be pretending they riding a dick? They be on there really grinding up and looking at the camera, showing you like, yeah, this could be you, right? Yeah, there's dudes that's gonna go up in you if you give them the chance. But they're not staying. They're gonna stick around for the ride. Why would they settle down with you? And this is how you got to make money. So now when you and your man out somewhere and, oh, I recognize them cheeks anywhere. You such and such. I be watching your videos. Everybody, you putting your man in a real uncomfortable situation. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you know, people find it difficult to be themselves. People trying to look like Beyonce, you trying to look like Rihanna, you trying to look like whoever the hell is popular right now. And be you. Black women, how about you wash your hair, condition your hair, right? Let your hair grow naturally. Afro that shit out. Afro puff that shit out. Keep your scalp greased. Stop with all this extensions and braids and all this bullshit. Dyeing your shit blonde. Buying green and blue eye contact. What the fuck are you doing it for? Then y'all sit up in front of these fucking cameras sitting there smiling at yourselves, acting all conceited. The only time you feel sexy, the only time you feel attractive is when you got a bunch of makeup on your face, all that shit on your hair, all that fake ass hair, them fake nails, nothing natural. Clip your nails. If you can't make it to the salon, they got plenty pad eggs and all that shit. Go clean your, keep your shit. Just take care of your shit. Keep your skin moisturized. There's an Asian lady live by me, man. That lady got the most smoothest fucking skin. And she's up in age. Her fucking skin is so flawless. Hair snow white, not a wrinkle on her fucking face. She keep her everything. She smell good all the time. Her feet always done. Her hands, I mean, everything. Ain't about going, if you can't make it to the salon, do it your fucking self. But damn, keep your shit together. Because that natural shit, like when I see that chick with the afro puffs or just the afro, or she just got her shit up in a bun, she got that gloss on her lips and her skin is nice and smooth. She smell good. Motherfucker walk by, all you smell is shower gel and whatever little, bodies. But I mean, she ain't drowning herself in it. It's like her body, the scent of her body smells good. You know why? Because she take care of her hygiene. That's the chick that's like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got to have no French tips of this. Boom, my nails are clipped, they're filed, they're neat, they're clean. That is sexy. That's natural. We know your eyes wasn't green when you were born or blue. We know that shit. We know your fucking hair is not blonde. Why the fuck do you do that shit? And then you out here screaming about finding a real man and you fake as fuck. This is the shit that we've been trying to get across to y'all. But then y'all talk about, I'm looking good for you. You can't be looking for good for me if I don't like what you're doing. If I'm telling you that shit look whack to me, you don't tell me you're doing it for me. Because you're not. You're doing it for you and for attention from other people who do like it. That will be your excuse to go fuck somebody. Yeah, I look good for you. You don't even compliment me. And he told me I was beautiful. And you don't tell me I'm beautiful. You done heard this stupid ass excuses. Bitch ain't told you was handsome or sexy and none of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Since y'all met, but all of a sudden, we got to compliment you 25 times a day or we don't love you. We're not attracted to you, and that's an excuse for you to go suck and fuck somebody else. We don't want you no more after that. Go keep sucking and fucking with that guy. You know what I'm saying? And you want to know what? He going to tell your dumb ass, yo, you got a husband that love you, and you out here fucking with me. Why would I trust you? Niggas ain't shit. But when you tell the story, tell the whole story. Tell them why you actually saying that, and tell them why you got kicked to the curb again. But nah, they won't talk about that side guy. They going to talk about the relationship they're in indirectly and say a bunch of bullshit. If they get left by that guy, yeah, then they might go out and try to tell you this is what happened and give you their watered down version of it. But you know, we not here to talk that shit, man. We listen. Let me say this shit, man. And I'll say it again. My mama is black. My grandmama is black. Same for my grandfathers on both sides of the family. So we got mixes in our family, yes. But my parents are black people. We are black people. We are black people, okay? Why the fuck would I not want a black woman? The bullshit that come with this era of black women, women in general, but black women, just like how we talk about these gangbangers, right? How I told you this dumbass nigga talking about anything black, I'm banging on. You know what I'm saying? Only people get a pass is whites and Hispanics. But if you black, I'm banging on you because the white people ain't my enemy. Yeah, it's the same thing with the females. No different. Y'all have this mentality like You hate black men because they're not going to fall for your bullshit. But the reality is, you're only speaking about this because you still don't have a man. If you had love in your life, you wouldn't be talking about that shit because that part of your life is fulfilled. So you got your man. You ain't worried about trying to talk this shit. Why would you? And if your man had backbone, he'd tell you, why the fuck, okay, do me being in your life, are you happy with me? And if the answer is yes, then stop making these stupid ass videos. What the fuck are you talking like you single, but you in a relationship with me, and you sit up here talking bullshit, and why the fuck do you hate your own people, right? So this is what I'm saying. That same stupid, ignorant mentality. Compare that ignorant nigga talking about anything black I'm banging on. Whites and Hispanics ain't my enemies, right? But wait, the same way he said that, compare that to the chick that said, if a white man cook for you, if a Spanish man cook for you, or Indian, anybody else, it's because they really love you and they want to do something nice for you. But if a black man cook for you, it's because that nigga broke. Same mentality. Same ignorant ass sellout mentality. No, it's just, see, the real men you can't handle. The little boys you don't respect, but you can have your way with them. And even when they wake up and squirm away from you, you still single. You still can't find nobody. We ain't talking about we the less desirable. Yeah, bitch, that's why you still single. That's why nobody want to be with your loudmouth ass. And when y'all do find a white guy, somebody else, y'all don't be doing that ignorant ghetto shit. Motherfucker, bitch, nigga, I fuck you up. Nope. Y'all act real bougie all of a sudden. All that head movement and all that shit. Y'all stop all that shit. Because y'all have less respect for black men. And the crazy thing is, if you don't give a fuck, because y'all always be like, if y'all want Asian women and Latino women, then go ahead. Don't fuck with it. They're not fucking with you. You're talking about motherfuckers that don't even notice you. Then the bitch will start crying. Bitch, you talking about passport boys. Y'all talking about all this other shit. But I'm saying, stop trying to make it look like black men is just sellouts. Like, now, any coon-ass motherfucker, fuck them. We ain't talking about no sellout motherfuckers. We ain't talking about these motherfuckers who they like abuse. They like being disrespected. No, like they'll take it from other women, but not black women. No, a real man ain't taking that shit from nobody. So what I'm saying to you, if you give a fuck about about black men, understand this. If you see that black man and he just so happened to be married to a Korean woman, and that woman love him, he love her, she got his back, she's there for him the way he need her to be, and you can't do that, then what the fuck does that have to do with you? Why do you care? He don't make enough money for you, right? He's not your type, right? Because he won't let you just do what he want. That Korean woman is not using him. She's not running over him. You understand what I'm saying? She respects him. Otherwise, he'll put her in a place the same way he'll put you in your place. So if you see that black man and he just happened to be with a woman, from Trinidad or from wherever, why does that bother you? The difference is these men are looking for love. They're looking for trust. They're looking for comfort, serenity, and they want to have that peace in their life. And when they have that, why does that bother you? You only want a man based on the fact that he can provide for you the way you want him to. That's all you care about. What fucking white man you think gonna go out, this motherfucker own properties, he own car dealerships and all that, and your ghetto ass coming all that loud nigga talk, and what the fuck you think he gonna let you use him and take, you gonna be walking around talking about motherfucker this and that? Nope. You gonna be around his family acting bougie as fuck, trying to be somebody you not, trying hard as fuck to not look black, and you gonna try to bury your old self because you don't want to turn him off. And that's, so I would much rather a woman be with me because she find that I'm that person that is compatible with her and she truly loves me, not because of what I can do for her. Because that bitch can leave and you done gave all your money away, you done did everything for her, you done completely changed your life, the way you live, to suit this woman's lifestyle, and now she's no longer there and you're starting over. trying to restack your money, trying to recoup because everything you do is for her. She's worth that? No, absolutely not. So you screaming, talking about how y'all date other men. No, you ain't dating shit. You can't get other men. That's the fucking problem. You can't get it. You only care to talk shit about black men more. You talk more about them when you see that they found love. Not just I found somebody. And you want to know what's crazy? Think about it. Every one of these black men, you know what you don't see? You don't see their woman on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, or no social media platforms showing their titties and ass and twerking. And no. Nah. They got respect for themselves and they respect their man. They respect the fact that they kids can go to school and they ain't got to have nobody tell about, your mom be showing her, your mom a whore. Right? No, y'all want to do what y'all want to do. You want to live like you single, but you want to be in a relationship, right? This is what I'm saying. This is like me saying, black people, separate yourself from the niggas. White people, separate yourself from the crackers. This is what I'm telling you. You're not going to achieve what you want when you got the wrong reasons. And nobody. So in other words, I can't use black men the way I want to. They won't let me. Okay, let me find a dumb white boy. Let me find a dumb Puerto Rican boy. Let me find not a man, a boy, because ain't no man gonna let you do it. So when you meet a man that says shit like, a man is supposed to pay all the bills and provide for his woman and his family. Yo, right? Okay. Check this out. Bitch, can you cook? Do you clean? Do you fucking take care of your hygiene and your body? Do you actually give a fuck about this man outside of his money? Because I'm gonna tell you something. If this man really love fucking you, and let's say he really cares for you, right? What is it that you give this man that he actually needs you for? This is how stupid people are with this mindset. Now, I don't care what color you are. If you got this mindset, you are a fucking fool. What do he need you for? He can pay for everything without your help, right? Which means he can easily get the fuck out my house. What the fuck do you contribute? So all of that bullshit about if my man leads me properly. So in other words, I got to dictate how he's leading and what he's supposed to do. Then I will grace him with my presence. I will cook and clean if he leads me. Bitch, get the fuck out. All these demands. No. That's the thing. You're not going to go. For factually, black women are not going to be with a white guy or no other man of any other ethnicity and be successful with that bullshit about bossing him around and telling him what to buy and how to buy it. And while he's out working all day, you sitting up here twerking and showing titties and ass on TikTok. And no. He's not going for that. So y'all act completely different when you're with a man of a different ethnicity. Facts. For these ignorant Negroes that want to go out here and be spit on and called a bitch and got women pegging him and calling him a nigga and all that, them motherfuckers, they're not even black people. Those are niggas. I don't give a fuck about them. Because whatever they go through in life until they wake up and smack the shit out of themselves and realize what the fuck they've been doing all this time, no, they're not one of us. It's as simple as that. But all of this shit about you trying to dictate who's a good man and who's not based on income, what the fuck are you? And relationships won't work. Every time you motherfuckers talk about athletes, you talk about actors, you talk about celebrities, y'all are in awe over these motherfuckers. You don't even appreciate the man that you with. A lot of you dudes, if you do get a good woman and you feeling yourself because you got money and you feel like, where this bitch gonna go? Without me, she ain't got shit. Because this is what I'm telling you. Y'all some idiots. When Sugar Ray Leonard back in the day, I remember when Sugar Ray Leonard was fighting. When I was a kid, I remember his son. It was a Pepsi commercial or something, and they be like, remember that? He's like, yeah, it's the champ. And his son like, nah, it's just my dad. They start laughing. Yeah, that's how your woman look at you. And even if, let's say, for example, right, I'm rapping and shit. I'm out there making money. Aries, right? Now, one day, Aries ain't the hot ticket no more. But he got some hits. He still, is a demand for my music and all that. But I there's whole lot of artists now outside of me. That money is not as big as it used to be. These motherfucking new dudes coming in and they making more money than me. Now all of a sudden, the greeting is not the same when I come home. The relationship is not the same. What went wrong? Now, what did I do to this woman? Nothing. It's just simply, like Chris Rock said, women love you based on your means of being able to provide for her, not out of love. Now, I'm not saying it's every woman, but for the ones that fit that description, hey, it is what it is. And that's what you find. You did nothing to her. It's just that you promised me, you said we'd be, right? No, she want that lavish lifestyle. Let's say, for example, now you got to sell your mansion. Or you got to sell most of your 25 cars. Or you try, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? But now, if I have to be on the road and I'm hardly ever with you, now you bitching and complaining that we don't spend enough time. And are you serious? And women will call you 25 times when they know, like they will call you when they know you're not available, just to say, I called you and you don't act, because they're building up strikes so they can go cheat. And then, I was lonely, right? Y'all know this shit. You know this. I'm telling you, it's so crazy how I hear people talking about relationships, but it's like they really miss what's really the problems. If you change the way you see shit and understand how things are really happening, you will look and realize the majority of your thoughts is not here with reality, but over here with fantasy. Most people, they look in the mirror, they see somebody else. They don't want to work on themselves. They just want you to change. You're not going to get anywhere like that, man. That was always my thing. I remember I dated this one chick back in the day, and she did that shit. Walking with some shorts with her ass and her titties out. And I said, listen, on some real shit. So I told her, I said, I'm not going out with you dressed like that. Here we are in the fucking ghetto on top of that. These ignorant niggas out here. I don't know all these motherfuckers, and somebody get disrespectful with me, you already know how that's gonna go, right? So why would you even, you know what I'm saying? What's wrong? I'm like, yeah, of course you don't think nothing wrong with it because you put the shit on, but I'm telling you, we're not going out with you dressed like that. And if you got a problem with that, then I just take you home. I go back and whatever, because I'm not. No, why you act? What did I'm like? I just told you. I said, look at how you dressed. I can see everything other than your damn nipples. It's like you got a fucking nightgown on. Then your ass cheeks are hanging out your shorts. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you come outside like that? And you know how these motherfuckers are. You yourself done told me talking about motherfuckers trying to be disrespectful. Yo, how much? Yeah, hollering how much, like you're a prostitute. No, but you continue to do, like, all this I should be able to do. Nah, stop, man. Stop. I remember one time I came out my driveway. It was hot as fuck that day. We had a heat wave. And I washed my car. You park under the tree, you got them vines and shit all over you. So I'm like, yeah, my car had a lot of dust on it. So I just got new filters and all that. And I'm like, nah, let me clean the car, wipe everything down. Get that pollen in your car and all that. As soon as you turn your car on, that shit coming in, right? And I got bad allergies. So I'm out here cleaning my car. It was hot as fuck that day. These females drove by, whoa, whistling, how they stopped and literally was recording me. Like, I'm sorry, homie, this is, goddamn, you sexy. Look at your body. Can I touch your muscle? I'm like, nah, man, look. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, put it into that. But they drove through, like, every day. They would come through there, just driving. People like, yeah, man, my neighbors. Like, yeah, the females coming here looking for you, man. They be driving through slow as hell. They get, I didn't see them from my house. I got one of them big windows. I didn't see them lately. So you know what? Shit, nah, from now on. And I didn't do that for no attention. It was hot as fuck. But I'm like, nah, I don't want these motherfuckers driving through here, doing that kind of shit. But that's what I'm saying. Certain things you do get the wrong type of attention. Now, I can say I should be able to walk out shirtless, but I didn't do that for no attention. But since I got that type of attention, it was like, nah, never again. So if you don't value the person you're with, and that's the thing, make your man a superstar of your life. Make your woman a superstar of your life. But people don't know how to do that. What's so special about you? I mean, you just got a regular job. He can sing and dance. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And that's why rich people date only rich people. That's why broke ass people that want to be rich only want rich people. People that can't even do for themselves, but expect you to do what they can't do for themselves. They expect you to do it. They didn't have expectations that it's your job. So when you've been with a guy who talks that bullshit and then they end up not being able to stay in a relationship because they're like, nah, they realize they're being used and they get rid of it. When you gonna realize that shit? This woman is only with you because of what you have. I heard this black woman, right? And the person was a female who did this. She exposed the hypocrisy. They had like 10 black women that was talking shit about black men being out of shape. Now, here's my thing. If you keep your body together, great. But when you're saying these motherfuckers be all fat and out of shape, they don't even be looking good, right? Here's the thing, though. This black woman showed how these black women were dating white men, right? Other men that wasn't black. And every one of them motherfuckers was fat and out of shape. You understand? So it's like you're doing what you're accusing black men of. Oh, they're dating these white women and all because they're losers and they're no good and they, you know, all. But so wait, why is it a fat white man or fat anything else other than black is okay? You understand? And they all had that in common. And you know they all had in common too that they all got dumped. Every one of them. So, you understand, this is the thing that I'm looking at. You know, reality is reality. Only a fool would argue with facts. This is all reality. This is all factual. This shit happens. You gotta look at yourself and think, what is it that you really want? Like, what is it that you really, really want? Because the longer your list, the more disappointment you're gonna have in trying to find a partner. Because people really, they're just not worth shit, man. Let's just be real. People are all about what they want. They can care less about what your needs are. And how do you look at somebody like that, know that's the case, but think that somehow it's going to be different for you? It's not going to be different. And in fact, what's going to happen is you're going to feel more disappointment because the older you get, things are going to change. And it's going to change for the worse. And I'm going to tell you right now, for people that's like really sexually active, one of the biggest parts of your relationship is when you're not fucking anymore. And you still want to fuck. That's your wife, right? That's your husband, right? That's part of your duty. To fuck your husband and your wife. But no. Right? So what starts happening? It's like you're miserable and you're in this relationship and the good in you is keeping you there to a fault. So what you think is eventually going to happen? Oh, yeah. So everything that y'all used to do, why did it stop? What did this person lose with you that something's just not happening? What happened between, right? This is what I'm telling y'all. And these same people, like imagine you come home and your wife and they talk about how strong some guy in the gym was. Or how this guy, oh my God, he was picking up, oh, that guy's so strong. This is on purpose. They want you to hear that kind of shit, right? Now, here's the thing. If you think about it, or let's say you sing, whether it's in a choir, you can, but oh my God, that guy can, oh, his voice, oh my, I'm so in love with his voice. These things are said and done on purpose. On purpose. You know, if you ever had a woman that wear a bunch of real super skin tight clothes, like this bitch is a size 16, but she's still trying to squeeze in a fucking 8 line to herself. But now she done got fat, so now she got a gut. Now she's wearing baggy clothes now because she don't feel comfortable about her body. Now, all of a sudden, she's criticizing other women that can wear the type of clothes she used to wear. Because you know women look at each other like, oh, she got a cute shape. Oh, oh, sexy. Women do that shit. They look at somebody else and feel jealousy. They feel envy. You know, when you go through that with a woman, I'm going to tell you what really fuck a woman up. is when they try to put bad things in their mind about you. And they see these badass women, bad bodies and all that shit, and see them looking at you like, ooh. And see that and they realize like, damn, he's still a head turner. Oh, they still, yeah, now they feel some type of way. But nobody's looking at them like that. Strong mind, strong body. Make wiser decisions. Pay attention to your surroundings and what's going on. These things I'm saying right now, you got people that like, where that be happening at? Like, motherfucker, what planet do you live on? You don't see this shit happening right in front of your face? It's not much to choose from out here now. And it's like I'm saying, our women have always been natural, and that's what we've always liked the bottom, loved the bottom, respected the bottom. That's what we was always attracted to. Smell good, look good, your bodies are nice and soft, you keep your skin moisturized, all that shit, man. You don't need all that fake weave and wig and fake. Look at all this money y'all waste for nothing. Fake nails. $60 to $80 for your fucking nails, your toes. Fake ass braids and shit. 2 weeks later, as soon as a motherfucker get her hair done, because she can't scratch the motherfucker, right? Your head itching. 2 weeks later, you getting that shit taken out. Another $160 fucking dollars for some fucking braids. Your real hair is getting damaged. You don't feel comfortable wearing your actual real hair. Your body's brown, but your face is burgundy. You understand? All like what the fuck? Like, so all of this for what? What are you doing this for? Contacts and shit, fake. You just wasting money trying to impress other people. If you tell me you looking good for me, and I'm telling you I love you naturally, I don't need all that fake. I don't even like makeup and all that shit. You don't need that shit. The smartest women, the most down to earth, they keep their skin moisturized and cleansed, right? That's why they don't be having acne and all that shit. They don't be, right? They constantly, they make sure that their bodies are clean and pure. They work out, they exercise. They keep their hair moisturized. Like I said, the scalp and all that. They smell good. They always look. Bottom line, they can throw on, like I said, a woman can just, look, we've been watching white girls do this shit forever. A white girl will throw a fucking rubber band, a ponytail, wear a little t-shirt, halfway across her, like, her little stomach muscles are showing, her little belly ring, her little tight booty shorts, her little sandals or flip-flops, and they be walking around like they're not concerned about how the fuck you see them. But they just walk around super confident in themselves, even when they have insecure. But I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about the ones you see that they ain't trying to outdress nobody. They're not trying, right? None of that. They throw a little tight gray sweatpants on, a pair, like I said, any little thing. Same thing. When I see black women, natural. What happened to that? Your minds are not on being a better version of yourself. Your minds is trying to be something you're not. And it's a turnoff. Get that shit together. This video is not about black or white. It's not about any of that shit. It's real simple. It's about the reality that people are afraid to be who they are. They try to be somebody that they're not. And they want that to be accepted about them. And it's all a turnoff because it's not real. It's not real. And the fact of the matter is, every time you tell yourselves you have to do something a certain way. That's the thing. I have to. No, you don't. You choose to. And you don't respect your significant other enough to not do the things that make them uncomfortable. Make them feel, push them away, turn them off. You get mad and tell yourself that they should like you that way. They should. No, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. And that's for real. I'm about to close this video, but before I do, let me tell y'all something, man. These two dudes, I don't know who the fuck they are. I just know they in the porn industry. Two black dudes. They was talking and they was like, the fucking the interviewer had asked them, have you ever had like females? This is gonna fuck y'all up, fellas, but it's an eye opener. And you too, ladies. He said, you ever had females that like their hygiene wasn't good, they kind of smelled funky? And he's like, yeah, we had a few, right? Check out what the dude said. He was like, like when you see scenes, we got the girl go get in the bathtub and she doing like stuff in the shower. It's like, all right, to keep from hurting their feelings, like the director or whatever, it'd be like, yeah, let's do this and this, this way they get to going in, stuff, so they fresh. And you know what one of them said? He said, the crazy thing about it always be the real cute ones that smell the worst. And and I'm like, damn. Remember Mike Epps was doing his stand-up and he's like, well, y'all skinny girls, y'all underarms be stinking. And people don't care about their hygiene. A lot of these females are trying to be masculine, trying to talk about men don't be doing. So what the fuck they got to do with you? So you're not gonna brush your teeth or wash the crack of your ass because you talk about men don't? The fuck is wrong with you? See, this society is fucked up. It really is. And I'm telling you, as many peoples on this earth, there's just not many people to really choose from that you really can be happy with. And it's sad. It's really sad that people have to literally leave the country or just go like they're just trying to find compatibility. They're trying to find real love. Not, how much, know your worth. What do you bring to the table? How much money you make a year? How much, where do you see yourself? No, they just want true, satisfying love. That's all. As opposed to the ones that want you for what you can do for them. So who has the more genuine motive? Who wants a person for the right reasons? Y'all wasn't put here on this earth so we can take care of y'all. And y'all sit back and just run the streets and do what y'all want to do. You clubbing and partying and shit, and give me your spare time, but your fucking besties and your co-workers, whoever is getting your fucking quality time. Nah, it's not what the hell. That's not how this works. It's not how this works. And for y'all little funky motherfuckers out here twerking and walking around them thongs up your ass and you stink, you need to wash your fucking ass. Wash them stinking ass, dirty ass feet. Clean them funky ass underarms. Shave the hair from your fucking underarms. Shave your fucking legs. Stop acting masculine and be women. Stop that bullshit. Goddamn, like this is what I'm talking about. You dudes walking around here acting all sissified and soft. Stop that shit. Be men. Y'all trying to fit in, like women talking about it's okay to get pegged. There's nothing wrong with that. Pegging is fine. And for people who's into that bullshit. Nah, that shit ain't cool with me. So yeah, you think I meet some woman and she even thinking some shit like that gonna happen. But Ali say, if you think about, dream of that shit, you better wake up and apologize. Hell yeah. That shit ain't happening. So you tell me we supposed to not be masculine alpha men to please you because you want some little sissy that's gonna bend over and spread his ass for you. You must be out your fucking mind. But this, fellas, is what y'all have to deal with. Ladies who want a real relationship with a good man and you not caring about if he makes six figures or not and all that bullshit, or wanting to be able to sit down and tell your coworkers, your man, he make this and that and he just got a promotion and again, we can't see y'all. The ocean is too deep. Y'all somewhere splattered out where, you know what I mean? And here's the thing. We are all in the same boat. The same way y'all looking for us, we're looking for y'all. But that pool is too deep. And this is exactly why most people don't want to settle down no more. But they're open about it. Like, nah, I don't want a commitment. And if that's too much for you, you feel like we got to settle down then cool. No, I'm not with that. I'm not settling down with anybody just so we can have sex. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if we fucking, we fucking. But if not, then no. I'm not going to tell you I'm committing to you just for me to find out later that this relationship is not worth it. And you should have the same concerns. We need to get to know each other, right? Okay, but that doesn't mean we're compatible. And we all know that the beginning is the filling out process. And then after that, what happens? All of a sudden now, the real true dirty sides of who you are start to come out. And who wants to deal with that? Now let's close this video. Anyways, I don't do lives, so sometimes I go extra long. I do this on purpose because the live shit in me is just, the timing is, you know, whatever. This could have been live, but look what time. Well, it's 2:05 right now. I'm in my driveway. I'm getting ready to go in the house. I'm going to upload this video so this motherfucker will upload when it uploads. But this is what I do this on purpose. And what I'm telling you guys, man, this is real life shit. I ain't here for the silly shit, man. You know? Anyways, so this is why I go extra long a lot of times, to make up for the fact I don't do lives. If I was doing a live and I was interacting with people, then yeah, we would, you know, I'm just not feeling the live stuff for the most part, man. I'm just not. We don't have enough, you know, people that's available at what I'm available and vice versa at the time. So what the fuck am I going to do a live for? And it might be like 5 or 6 people available when I'm doing my live, and it's just not worth it. You know what I mean? So this is how I do this. So anyways, this is the topic. Leave your comments. And I'll catch you guys on the next video.